Yo, what up, guys? B5D here. This is an account takeover for EDL who hit me up on the Discord asking how much do I charge for account takeovers, and he was shocked to hear it's free. Yes, I do account takeovers for free because why not? All you guys have to do is just subscribe, like, and view the videos, right? And that's all that is required. Of course, it has to be done when I have the opportunity or the free time. You also have to make enough resources available to make these account takeovers possible. In this case, there's not enough silver to make any changes, but I still wanted to hop onto this account, review it, and recommend some changes, give the user some directional towards where he should be heading, even if he was doing very well. The first thing I noticed when I logged into this account was the amount of energy that is stacked up right there, which tells me this is a account that has been not used for a while, or just logging in and gaining the rewards. And that's it right here. See, 270 plus days, right? No, where is it? Yeah, you've already collected everything. You're over, going up to the 271 days or so. So you're over almost 1 year going into the raid. So that's why maybe this account is stacked up in terms of number of energy. No gems right here. So which leads me to believe you don't even save shards for 2x events, because if you're always saving shards for 2x events, then you have 1 or 2 waiting for the next 2x events. But the champion index tells me that this might be an account that has been around for a while. I don't see a ninja, so that means it's still relatively new. And then I see a thunder, and I see a skull crusher. So this, and I see a man-eater. This account is looking good. All you need now is a painkeeper, and your clan boss is set. So that's the first thing I noticed about the champions. Is there anything locking in the vaults that I should know, be aware of? Nope, nothing here and nothing here. So you've gotten a wide range of champions that you're set to start playing raid a little bit more consistently. But I see that this is just something you play sometimes and just leave it for 2-3 days and log in sometimes. So that's why you collect what is available, but you don't push your account as hard as we do, who play it every day as efficiently as possible. So I'm not sure whether you're a spender or not, but that's a lot of accounts, a lot of champions to have built, ready to go, but not gear to go around. You simply don't have the gear on this account to spread over all these champions that is available. So what I would highly recommend, you take this energy, convert it to gear. That's the first recommendation. Don't let the energy just sit here. And raid has multi battles on if you're playing on mobile. If you're playing on PC, you can use RSL hopper to just farm content. What content should you be farming? The highest one I would highly recommend is the dragon, because that's the first place where you get the most amount of gear, and that's a 30 minutes run. At a 30 minutes run, it's going to take forever to finish 24,000 energy in 30 minutes run. This has to be better, definitely. You have a frozen banshee, that means the dragon boss fight should be easier. He has a seal of the drake, that means the wave shouldn't be giving you a lot of problems. The only thing is you also have a Deacon Armstrong, that means you have decreased dip, and that's stage 20, and you have weak affinity against stage 20. This is gonna be a difficult one. Like, again, I say I don't have enough fever to make these changes. You did recommend in the comment when I asked you what changes did you want to make. You did mention, let me see it again just to be sure. Campaign, you did mention campaign. From what I see, a lot of champions are already at 60. Now, if you had most of your champions at 40, 50, 40, 50, I'll say campaign is your highest priority. But still, I see like all your champions that are high priority, that it needs to be 60, are already 60. So I'm thinking maybe campaign is not a priority anymore for you. Your 30 seconds campaign farmer is enough. You don't need to give him better gear to make him all of a sudden 11 seconds to 15 seconds campaign farmer. So I'm thinking there will be no need to build Kale to be a campaign farmer. I would really want to improve this dragon team instead, because that will also automatically translate up to a clan boss team if you're not yet doing hard or even get out closer to brutal. So that's what I'm thinking right now in this video, the way I'm looking at these champions. They're all 60. If you build your Kale right now, is doing 15 seconds. Who do you want to take to 60 next? I don't see it. Is there anybody chilling in the vault? We check, there's nobody. Everybody that is important is already 60. So campaign becomes lower in priority, and dragon is the next thing that we should focus on. So you did mention spider, but spider is not priority. If I head over to that dungeon and see, wow, I'll tell you spider is not priority, because at level 10, you still can do it well. Oh, you're even going to 18. It is not priority. It is not. I'll still tell you, encourage you to go back to what's the fastest stage you can farm for this spider, maybe 13, but it still gives you lower chances of getting 5-star gear. So level 10 is where you should farm the spider. Instead, put that energy, put that gear into making your dragon better. If you can farm the dragon at level 20 in 3 minutes, that same team might be able to push you to dragon 25 at 5 minutes or even 10 minutes, 25 runs. On the Noob to Pro, we used to run dragon 25 runs in 7 minutes or 8 minutes. I was fine with it because I didn't want to run 20. But at this level of this account, you need level 20 gear. Why do I say you need level 20 gear? Because I went into your gear and I could not find... We are not building an arena team, but speed gear is kind of important. I see only 4 right there. I saw some 4-star, some 3-star. We did not have any speed substats. This one did not have, but this one has no speed substat also, but I kept it. I pushed this up to 2 and it got 13 right here. And of course, this one has 1 speed roll right there, so I kept it for you. But you need more speed substat. You need more lifesteal to go around. You need a lot more. Then yeah. So I think dragon is priority to make it a 3 minutes to 4 minute run so that 25 might be possible. What can help you facilitate that is your great hall. Can we say what's wrong right here? You don't need to spread your great hall medals everywhere. You don't need to spread it everywhere. Right now, when we say we need to prioritize dragon, you ask yourself, who is the dragon team? Is it Deacon? Is it Duke the Pierce? You take that particular champion's defense or accuracy in terms of Deacon to high. So you're supposed to prioritize Deacon's accuracy, since he will be used as the leader slot in almost every content. And if he requires less accuracy, he will get more chance to go faster and stuff, right? So that's something to consider right there. Another champion that you might want to consider his accuracy is Frozen Banshee. Why is my camera going off? Frozen Banshee is another one that you might want to consider right here for that A1 to land that what do you call this thing now? Poisons for the clan boss and for the dragon, because she's the person on your team that is doing them. So you might want to push these 2 accuracy to the maximum. I know it's 2023. People say accuracy is no longer important because of perception set, but I also checked how much perception set you had this much. So with all this champion, there is no reason why you shouldn't be doing the faction wars every day. I don't care whether if you beat it at any stage that you can beat it at. Perception set was nowhere to be found. So this is kind of strange. Let me check which faction is open right here for faction wars and see why we have no perception set. Dark Elf faction is open. You can beat it at this level. So we should be able to get some rewards over here. We should be able to get some rewards over here. So this is kind of important for you to be farming the faction wars. This faction has nobody that can beat it, but your other Dark Elf faction has a lot of champions that can maybe go further than this level. But hey, just spend your keys every day and you get good amount of perception sets to forge, not just one sitting right there in your inventory. Maybe some have already gone to some champions like Deacon, no perception. So where did the perception sets go? I'm kind of lost for words for that one. Or maybe this dude got him. Nope. I'm looking for champions who deserve perception set and they do not have it, so you benefit a lot from farming that. And let's see, lifesteal on Skull Crusher. No, Skull Crusher for clan boss needs lifesteal. Definitely he's #1 champion in your account that need lifesteal. Then Frozen Banshee lifesteal, yes, which is awesome. So who else needs lifesteal in this account? You say you want to use Duke the Pierce as a decrease defense champion. The truth is, people in raid don't build 2 decrease defense champions. Once you build these champions to 60 and he's doing the work, you're like, why do I even need this? Forgetting the fact that even at Dragon 20 we just saw his negative affinity. You still might rely on him instead of building 2 champions for that purpose, but he's already 60, so might as well slap some gear on him. So Duke the Pierce, Deacon will not be a liability, placing weak hits on that wave and the dragon not landing his decrease events and making the run be a 10-minute run. All right, I think I've given a brief intro or review of the account right now. Like I said, Spider, leave it where it is. It's fine to bring in some nukas and take down those Spider 10 wave, get that 5-star accessories that you need desperately. Farming it at that higher level, I guess 18 is fine if you can beat 18 consistently, but I'm saying don't try to push it to 20 when your dragon is not yet at 25. So let me make some changes to the account to some of these champions, especially Skull Crusher. Is he gonna be used in the dragon? I doubt that, but for clan boss, definitely want to change him to lifesteal. If I see some spare lifesteal lying around, I'll give it to Skull Crusher. Right after Frozen Banshee's speed gets a little bit higher than 166, a little bit higher than this. Why? Because of the dragon. She wants to lap them, place that what do you call this thing now, this is skill, poison sensitivity, and then go in again for that her A1 poison. So she wants to be able to stay alive at this speed. If everybody goes down, everybody dies at dragon 20, Frozen Banshee could do it by herself if she's able to take 2 turns before the dragon boss takes 1 turn. She can take 2 turns, heal herself back to full health, and slowly fill him up with poison faster. So what about the waves? If I click on that dragon and see which team you're actually using there right now, we'll be able to see why it's taking so long. UDK for the tank, Seal the Drake for the stun or for the control of the waves, and this one for the wave clear. Decrease defense. This is a good team. I don't see anything wrong with this team or who else we can replace. But if Deacon is gonna be a problem, not landing decrease defense, then definitely Duke DPS needs to come in. I'll be right back. Let me review the gear of all these champions and see if Seal the Drake and these other champions are well built. Be right back, guys. Alright, the first change I'm making right now on the account is taking Seal the Drake from these sets. I see you have good Relentless set, but you have it spread all over. Everybody has 1, 2, 1, 2. She's the person in this account so far that needs Relentless set so bad. I don't see anybody else that needs it more than her. So instead of having Skull Crusher having pieces, this champion having pieces of a Relentless set, let her have what is supposed to be hers and take 2 turns most of the time and heal you faster, because I think she is the best on your team that will make that dragon team be consistent while you focus on damage everywhere else. All right, let me make this change for Seal the Drake and come back. Their stats are not bad. These stats are good. She's good speed also, but I'll give a similar stats with Relentless set so she can be doing a lot faster and better accuracy also. So this is the stats before, and watch out the stats for after now. Alright, this is a newfound build for Seal the Drake. I've not maxed out anything because we don't have the silver to make it happen. But when you do max out everything and give her this amulet and banner, if you can find a banner for her, she will be well above 170 to 180 accuracy that is needed to land her stun against the wave content. Of course, she'll also be a little bit closer to 40k HP, and her defense is just perfect to keep her alive while she's getting closer to that 200 speed, which is required to take 2 turns before those enemies at level 20 or 25 get 1 turn. So that's her new build right here. I wasn't focusing on crit rate or crit damage right now because accuracy is required for this build for Seal the Drake. All right, who else are we gonna build next? Is Skull Crusher. Let's change him to a lifesteal set because that is required for him in Clan Boss. Alright, 2 more champions have gotten brand new gear or have gear stolen from other people. And number 1, like I talked about, Skull Crusher did finally get a lifesteal gear. You notice I'm not taking any of this gear to 16 because that will totally deplete 2 million silver that we're working with to 0. So you can do this at your time. I'm using, of course, the L-Hades artifact extractor to make all this possible. Shout out to them. And yeah, it's making me easily find this gear no matter who they are on, so that I don't have to sort it forever. Skull Crusher is now chilling at above 2,000 and closer to 2,500 defense. I'll prefer 3,500, but that will be when he becomes to get to Ultra Nightmare. But guess what? You will not need this Skull Crusher in this type of comp for long because you already have a man-eater. So what are you waiting for? A Painkeeper. So that's why I'm not prioritizing building a clan boss team. Instead, I'm looking forward to that dragon team. But still, Skull Crusher should be able to help you consistently get that brutal gear that you need and the brutal stats, whatever you need right there. So Skull Crusher is the person with it. Frozen Banshee is the next person that will make that happen. So Frozen Banshee was also geared because she's gonna be everywhere. I'm talking the clan boss. She's gonna be in the dragon. Every dungeon, Frozen Banshee will there placing poison, and I had to push her speed up to 200. When you finally max her gear up, see the speed is currently 8 right here. When you max out this gear, you will see her chilling at a cool 200 speed with enough accuracy. Yes, enough accuracy to land over 200 accuracy right here when you finally max it up. And of course the chest. Is it accuracy chest I put on her? I thought I did accuracy chest on her. Well, when you max everything up, you will see her chilling above 200 speed and enough accuracy, 200 accuracy. Those are the stats that I saw while maxing this out. So that's your new Frozen Banshee build. I hope she does have mastery. She does, so she'll be doing better. Take everything to 16 and see these new stats that I'm talking about. I didn't want to take anything to 16 right now, and she's closer right there for accuracy. She should be also be getting closer. Let me just make sure that the chest is where it's supposed to be, because I'm seeing this is supposed to be accuracy chest, but this gives her defense because she's good for the clan boss. I'll check that up to make sure that she gets over 150, closer to 200 accuracy, because that's needed for the Dragon 20 content. Yeah, and take all this gear to 16. I noticed her gear wasn't 16. That would be bad for her clan boss runs. So we can't test clan boss runs. That's what I'm saying. All these champions should be 16 before we even test clan boss run. The next champion I would like to improve for you is Ultimate Death Knight. He belongs in a resistance set. Well, any resistance gear for the early game, as much resistance as you can manage on this champion. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing that happen for this account. He will move from your resistance build up to your stone skin build. Right now there's no stone skin on the account, so for early game Ultimate Death Knight is a full resistance set and 0 speed. You don't need to give his speed boost to this champion. You don't even need to prioritize accuracy. Yes, I know he does need accuracy to land his debuffs, I know, but in this type of the game, in this stage of the game, he just needs to be that tank, resist anything that is coming up, especially if you're trying to push the higher levels of the spider, where you already have an HP born champion who should be taking down the spiderlings, while Ultimate Death Knight is grabbing all that damage, and of course seal the Drake to keep him alive and bring him back to life when he eventually goes down. So that should be the goal. So let's see how much silver we are in. If we still have one more champion to build 1 million silver, I'll be back to see which other champion can be revamped in this account. Be right back. All right, we finally ran out of gear. Out of silver. I wanted to put Ultimate Death Knight in a frost set, because that's one I saw that they give him almost 300 resistance. That means those spiderlings, those pesky spiderlings, will have no chance of landing any of those poisons on him, which will make you even survive longer. And against the dungeons, wherever you use him as the tank, he will even survive longer, because I brought his speed really down. I've given you the screenshot of the final build, so when you get silver, you can just look for those gear on your account and put it on him. It's on the frost set and 2 of the other ones. I screenshotted it from the L8 Artifact Extractor. So that should get UDK doing better. He doesn't belong in the clan boss, because you already have Skull Crusher in there and being the tank over there. So that's as much as we can go with the amount of silver we have. We're currently at 40k silver, and like I said, I did not make everything at 16. And which champions were finally regeared? We almost got UDK regeared, but Deacon Armstrong did get a new gear also. What did I put on him? Accuracy and speed. He's the fastest on the account right now in terms of the speed and the accuracy. If I didn't put accuracy on him, of course he will be a arena Deacon who is almost 250 speed, but I needed to add accuracy on this champion above 200 at least for the content where you use him in, because despite being negative affinity for the dragon, he will still be your default default decrease defense champion. You're hoping to not use this champion and Dragon 20 for too long. So immediately you get your rest of your champions to their gear to 16. I'm telling you, you move past the Dragon 20, so Deacon can begin to push you up to Dragon 24, because with the help of See the Drake, Deacon, and who else do we have in the team? Let me put together a dragon team that I think might work for that content. Higher levels of the dragon now. Of course your poisoner is right there. Deacon, poisoner, tank, decrease defense is already there. Now we need somebody to clear the wave, and of course our reviver is right here. Where's our big nuke? You might say that Tronda, I did not rebuild her. I believe that she belongs in some good attack gear and not lifesteal in the early game. She will do some stunning, I guess, but so if she is your damage dealer, you can bring her in. Already we have somebody taking care of us for the waves, taking care of us for the boss. We just need somebody who can take down the waves faster, and she seemed like the only champion in right here. I did not even review her gear because I felt like she belongs in a savage set. But for the early game, you give her broken pieces like you already do and use her everywhere with her attack boots that I saw on her, so she'll be perfect for as the last candidate right here to help you clear the wave so you can get to the boss. You see that I did not put in this other champion. If you feel like this team is safe, 100% safe, that you don't need UDK, you can bring in even more firepower. With this champion in here, you clear the waves even faster and even take the boss down faster. But if you see that this is making the run fail, take him out. He makes a lot of runs faster, a lot of waves clear faster. You can make every run safe with another additional tank coming in here, like this champion right here, or put him in the leader slot if you need more defense. So that's as much as I can do with 2 million silver that you provided. If anytime anybody needs this type of advice for your account, I'm always available on the official discords for my clan and for my YouTube channel. I mean, you'll find it in the description of this video. Join me right there, ask questions, send me a private message, ask for advice like this, and when I do make out the time, I log into your account and give into great detail. Of course, I sent all screenshots, so if you do not like any of this advice given, you can always reverse it. It's not permanent, you know. And of course, I didn't waste your gear because I didn't take everything to 16. All right, guys, and let me know if you have any other advice for this player playing raid for this long, but not playing it so hard like we are going crazy for it. It's fine to play raid at your own pace. It's fine to have this amount of energy. It's just that we are jealous. I am jealous. I'm saving up. I have 11,000 gems but 0 energy. You have 24,000 energy but 0 gems. It's just weird to see. All right, guys, I look forward to your advice for this player. He will also be watching this video, so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more daily raid Shadow Legends content. Later, guys.